morning everyone, and unexpectedly today I find myself back in Adelaide International Airport. A couple of firsts for me this morning. For the first time in a long time, I am heading outside the One World Alliance bubble to fly Regional Express Airlines, colloquially known as REX here in Australia. I'll be flying from Adelaide to Port Lincoln, also within South Australia. It will be nice to take a look at how travel will look like during this pandemic. But the airport seems a lot busier than I expected. Yeah, let's go see how the experience will be like. Let's head into the airport. It's a bit cold this morning. Yeah, let's do this. You'd think the airport would be very quiet during this pandemic, but that was the opposite. It was actually pretty busy and looks pretty normal. I thought it was normal until I realized one half of the terminal, that used to house Virgin Australia and Rex, was all roped off and dark.
This is a security announcement from Adelaide Airport.
It's the same story airside, where the northern end of the terminal, which used to house Virgin Australia, was all roped off. Since all the crowd was squeezed into the southern end, it looked pretty normal with people walking back and forth. Some holding gates were made into COVID-19 screening stations to sort people out when they arrive from other states into quarantine when they arrive in South Australia. Our temperature was taken at check-in, and we were told that in order to fly with Rex, we would need to put on a mask. I didn't want to be a Karen about it, so I put one on anyway, even though it's not compulsory in South Australia to have one on. Gate number 50 at Adelaide Airport handles departures from here to destinations within South Australia. All passengers are ushered underneath to a common holding pen, and from here, we are ushered again to our respective flights depending on which bay we're departing from.
It's my pleasure to welcome you on flight 4352 to Port Lincoln. My name is Rebecca and today's flight is under the command of Captain Tim Jenks, and your first stop at Lakes Hagen. Shortly be walking through the cabin to ensure your hand luggage is securely stowed, either in the overhead locker for having your items stored up the seat in front of you. Hand luggage including handbags should not be stowed. Government regulations prohibit smoking on all domestic flights. This includes electronic cigarettes. As a matter of precaution, a smoke detector has been fitted in the toilet. Your seatbelt should be firmly fastened low and tight around your hips to try and pull the strap and to release when quick fast. Draw your armrest is down, try to have a look to the closed position window line is fully open. Has personal electronic devices can cause interference with aircraft systems. Please ensure they have been switched to flight mode. Handheld personal electronic devices may continue to be in use and must be held in your hand or stowed in the pocket. Please don't hesitate to ask. Thank you for your attention and enjoy the flight.
soon lined up on runway 05 and I was really excited to get going because, you know, this is my first time on a sub 340. However, we just kept rolling and rolling and rolling on the runway and we weren't really going anywhere. It soon became apparent that something wasn't right. The pilots soon turned left into an adjacent taxiway and we stayed there for a while to sort it out. Apparently one of the gauges wasn't working. I'd rather have this happening on the ground than up in the air. That unscheduled stop took almost 25 minutes. And this is our second attempt at takeoff, and thankfully this time we were successful. It's no secret that I love taking off from Adelaide because of how beautiful the scenery is. If you enjoy videos like these, do consider subscribing to my channel. Once you've hit subscribe, don't forget to hit the bell notification icon so you can get notified whenever I've uploaded a new video. Alternatively, you can also follow me on Instagram using the handle below your screen, just so you can know what sort of trips I'll be taking before I publish any videos on YouTube. I've always flown back and forth over the Eyre Peninsula, and this is the first time I was actually arriving into it, and I was really looking forward to my visit to Port Lincoln. The flight time between Adelaide Airport and Port Lincoln is roughly about 35 minutes. The single cabin crew worked really hard to serve all 33 of us, and 33 is the full capacity of this little aircraft. Snacks, water, coffee, tea, everything was given out very quickly within 10 to 15 minutes, and the rubbish was collected very shortly after.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Port Lincoln. Please remain seated with your seatbelt firmly fastened until the aircraft comes to a complete stop and the captain has switched off the fasten seatbelt sign. All electronic devices, including mobile phones, must remain in flight mode and must not be used whilst at the back of the aircraft crossing the tarmac. Smoking is not permitted in any Australian airport, and please take care when opening overhead lockers. Don't be idle your land move during the flight. Take care baggage and orange tape baggage will be available for collection at the foot of the stairs, and your checked-in baggage will be available at the terminal. Should you require further transport, taxis and hire cars are available. On behalf of Captain Tim James and the crew, I'd like to thank you for travelling with breakfast today and look forward to your company when you next choose to fly. These aircraft may be refueled upon arrival, and smoking is strictly prohibited. And they remind you please to remain seated with your seatbelt firmly fastened until the aircraft comes to a complete stop. Now the captain has switched off the fasten seatbelt sign. And you can remember just to practice social distancing and wear your mask while on the tarmac and in the terminal. Thank you.
And here we are in Port Lincoln, South Australia. It was a pretty quick flight, but because of the delay, it ended up being more than an hour. But otherwise, the actual flight was only about just slightly over 30 minutes. So yeah, here we are, Port Lincoln. Look at the scenery, it's just stunning behind me. And this is a cute little airport terminal just there, small little one. It handles a few flights to Adelaide a day, and that's about it. I've got a rental car that's waiting for me in one of the bays there. So I'll be here in Port Lincoln for about 2 weeks. Can't wait to get out to explore, go out to the restaurants and have some great food. Yeah, and I'll see you when I am going back to Adelaide. Alright, so in the meantime, take care all of you, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.